Oh no. Beauty filters are being banned and the reason is scary. So for those who don't know, China is planning to ban this stuff. So women have to start showing their real faces. Because we know guys are getting scammed left, right and center. They see a girl online, they go to meet them and a flipping wildebeest turns up. It's not looking good. But I'm all for seeing this stuff. It's a good thing in my opinion. But a lot of these female content creators are panicking now because they think what's going on in China is going to make its way into the Western world.
January 1st. That's when thousands of women's careers end. Not because they did anything wrong, but because for the first time, they have to show their real faces. In China, AI beauty filters are being banned.
Good.
But the panic has revealed something very sinister. Why would banning a simple filter destroy entire careers? Why is
Because they're using a filter that literally creates them to not even look like the person behind the camera. They look like a completely different person. It's borderline scamming.
the West suddenly rushing to do the same thing? And what did they discover that made them act so fast? Welcome to Glow Up Girl. Today we're uncovering why AI beauty filters are being banned, so be sure to like and subscribe because we're going deep. Beauty mode doesn't just smooth your skin, it rebuilds your entire face, according to an algorithm's definition of beauty. Turn on the filter and you become someone else entirely. Your eyes reshape.
And that's what it comes down to. They are creating themselves to look completely different. That shouldn't happen.
Your nose pinches smaller. Your skin becomes porcelain. Reality bends.
Yeah.
Turn it off? Well, that's the problem. 99.8% of female streamers use beauty filters. Not
Wow. So you're talking almost all of them? I'm not really surprised, but damn.
just most, almost all. These women built entire careers on faces that don't exist. Thousands of followers, donations from devoted fans, all for someone who was never real. We spent years watching faces that don't actually exist. And
These guys should know better, but it still shouldn't happen, especially when these girls are making bank off a face which is completely edited and AI.
we've been conditioned to think they're beautiful. But when you learn what it's doing to your brain, things get dark. There's a psychological concept called cultivation theory. Long-term exposure to media content shapes what you believe is real. When you see filtered faces every single day, thousands of them, your brain starts accepting them as normal. Real faces start to look wrong. Research shows
Well, it's true. It's like guys now, a lot of young guys like girls who are just caked in makeup. They got BBLs, boob jobs, all this stuff. When most guys who are a bit older appreciate a woman who's natural. Because we've seen all this stuff and it's not appealing to look at.
that comparing yourself to idealized images online is directly linked to body dissatisfaction and eating disorders. But there's a twist. You're not competing with other women anymore. You're competing with AI, with algorithms that generate one perfect face and paste it onto everyone. Then there's self-objectification. When you spend hours monitoring your appearance, treating your face like a product to be upgraded and perfected, studies show it leads to anxiety and depression. You stop being a person, you become a project. Reality has gotten so distorted that a new medical term has been coined: Snapchat dysmorphia. Women are now seeking plastic surgery to look like their filtered selves. They don't even want to look like models.
When a lot of them don't know that guys don't find that stuff attractive anyway. Young people getting surgery and plastic surgery and Botox, which is a very dangerous thing to do, if anything, makes them look worse.
They want to look like the algorithm's version of them. These filters didn't just change how we look online.
That is crazy. Wow.
They've changed what our brains believe we should look like in reality. So why is China banning them? The official reason is to improve content quality and crack down on misleading visuals. But dig further, and deeper reasons emerge. This isn't just about vanity, it's about fraud. Chinese
Yeah, it is. It is fraud. Exactly. And I'm all for it. A lot of people are saying that this stuff shouldn't be banned. I'm all for it being banned. I really am.
netizens started calling it out directly. Streamers making money through excessive beautification are basically committing fraud. But the damage goes far beyond individual deception. It's social poison. One Chinese commentator explained it this way: men no longer watch TV. They don't look at their own wives. They just scroll on their phones to look at pretty girls who look like fairies.
Well, I think this is a worldwide problem between men and women. The phones have everything your mind could come up with. It's right there on the phone. People don't even have to go out anymore. Or she's right, appreciate the person you have at home, because they're looking at these fake AI generated flipping super AI models on Instagram all day long.
But those fairies aren't real. Do you think this is beneficial to relationships? To lowering divorce rates? He called it spiritual poisonous grain, not inferior to opium. Women using filters started believing their own illusions. They'd look at their filtered face and think, I'm a 9 out of 10. I deserve a wealthy, tall, handsome man. Their standards skyrocketed, but walk down the street, you wouldn't see a single woman who looked like her online persona.
Yeah, exactly. The women we see on Instagram that are promoted and they get millions of likes, millions of simps, it's just not real. On Instagram, it's every other swipe you see something like that. But out there in the real world, they're pretty much non-existent.
Beauty mode made them lose themselves. China isn't banning beauty filters because they're vain. They're banning them because they've become a form of mass psychological manipulation. Here's what the Chinese government isn't saying out loud. Across the developed world, something catastrophic is happening. Birth rates are collapsing, marriage rates are plummeting. Young people aren't dating. They're not having relationships. They're not forming families. The United States, most of Europe, China, Japan, South Korea, the pattern is everywhere. And nobody can pinpoint exactly why. Except, what if social...
Well, I was just about to say, I think she's going to say the same thing, but social media is the number one thing that's destroying lives right now. It's the same with corn. Corn is along the same lines of this. It's all fake. It's all fake acting, and it's not real. That's not how it goes. The women don't look like that. They don't act like that. And it's just degenerate. And it's the same with these women who have these filters. They're manipulating men. They're committing borderline fraud to get what they want. Yeah, I'm glad. I hope it does make its way into the Western world. I really do.
Social media is part of it. Think about it. Men scroll through thousands of digitally perfect women every day. Women no real person could ever compete with. So why would they pursue real relationships? Why settle for reality when the fantasy is always one swipe away? And women compare themselves to these impossible standards and feel worthless.
Well, I think it's comparison is the thief of joy, inevitably. Guys are comparing women they see outside to these women they see on the phone, which aren't even real.
Or they demand partners who meet the same fictional criteria they see online. Both sides are chasing illusions. One Chinese man described meeting a woman from a dating app. After seeing her real face, he deleted the app entirely. How many millions of potential relationships died exactly like that? How many marriages never happened because someone couldn't live up to their filtered profile? Meanwhile,
well, they shouldn't have done it in the first place. If girls are going to sell themselves online to look a certain way with all this fake stuff, and then they meet someone and wonders why it goes to shit, that's on them. That's on them. But most guys can see it now. When something isn't looking right, guys are starting to see it now.
the divorce rate climbs. Both men and women scroll through endless fantasy, convinced they're settling for less, convinced their reality isn't good enough.
That's true.
Filters might be destroying our ability to form real human connections, to see real people as attractive, and to accept reality as good enough. China's birth rate is in free fall. Their economy depends on population growth, so this isn't just about beauty anymore. This might be about survival. When the ban was announced, the panic was immediate. 90% of streamers will all lose their jobs, one broadcaster predicted. If those female streamers turn off that beauty filter, they really cannot be looked at.
This is the sad thing. A lot of these girls don't even need these filters, because guys would appreciate a woman who's naturally good looking rather than see this AI generated fake dolled up to the brim makeup stuff. A lot of young guys, yeah. But guys, if anything, real guys appreciate a woman who's natural from head to toe.
Not be looked at. It will scare the viewers so much they'll doubt life, she said. These women built everything on a digital mask. Their entire persona, their income, and their identity.
Yeah, so once you start, you can't go back. Yeah, you can't. They got to keep doing it, living the lie.
So what happens when that mask is ripped off? viewers will stop donating. The men who've spent thousands supporting their favorite streamers will feel betrayed. Careers will collapse overnight.
Those guys that are doing that anyway are just lost. Why are guys donating money to girls online they don't even know? Like, I do not understand people that sit there and watch female streamers all day long giving them money. What are they doing with themselves? I'll never understand it personally. Maybe some of you can help me out in the comments.
Some women fought back defensively. I paid thousands for this phone. I'll use beauty mode if I want. What does it have to do with you? Others insisted, even with beauty mode, you need good bone structure. If you're ugly, even level 10 beauty mode can't save you. But underneath the anger was fear, because they know the truth. They built their careers on deception, and now they're being forced to show their real faces. And that doesn't get the same view count.
Well, makeup's been doing this for a long time on a different level, but this AI stuff is even more, it's like a level up from makeup. We've all met girls who, you know, one wet wipe, different person. But this is just a different level of scamming right now. It is a different level of catfishing.
So, could America be next? Well, it's already starting here. TikTok announced they're banning certain beauty filters for users under 18. Filters like bold glamour that dramatically reshape facial features, gone for minors.
This isn't healthy for women too, because they see themselves this way, they get a lot of attention this way, they're going to see themselves as not good enough. This isn't a good thing for both sides.
And in Europe, they're investing nearly 2 billion euros into safety initiatives, whatever that means. Mental health experts are calling this a necessary step. If teenagers stop using filters now, they might gradually normalize a more authentic online presence. China bans it, TikTok restricts it for minors, Instagram and Snapchat are watching.
Just ban it across the board for everyone. You know, like back in the day, you could have filters on webcam, which was like silly stuff. Yeah, I get that. But these filters that are literally making you look like a 10 out of 10 when you're a 3 out of 10, realistically, it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't.
Closely. The domino effect has begun. But here's where it gets complicated. On one hand, there's a strong case for bans. We're protecting young girls from impossible beauty standards. We're ending mass deception. We're forcing people to be authentic, sincere, and real.
Yeah, ban it. Ban it. All these female streamers that are doing it, they could have just started streaming the same as what they're doing now, but just not use the filters. Why not just do it yourself? Why have you got to lie to people? We know why. We know why. But you shouldn't have done it in the first place. So yeah, ban them.
But on the other hand, isn't it your face, your choice? Film and television use makeup, color grading, and effects. Why are filters different? Some women genuinely feel empowered and confident using them. Who gets to decide what's too much? And government censorship is an extremely slippery slope.
I don't see the positive to any of this. For both sides, men and women, this is bad, real bad.
Give an inch and they'll take a mile. Before you know it, you won't be able to log in online without 3 layers of biometric identification. And here's the uncomfortable middle ground. What if the problem isn't the filter? What if the problem is that we created a world where women felt they needed to hide their real faces to be valued? A ban might not ever fix that. An entire industry has been built on women who don't exist in reality. Billions of dollars, millions of hours, all spent on faces that were...
Well, a lot of it is delusion, intertwined with confusion. Because guys, you let me know, how many women have you met or seen that look 100 times better with no makeup? I know the young people of today, they'll see a girl online who hasn't got makeup and they'll comment saying she's chopped, she's this, she's ugly, all this stuff. But they're just as delusional as these women are. Because they think a woman has to be glammed up 24/7 to look good.
Never real. Now the Chinese government is forcing them to face reality, and people are calling it oppressive. But ask yourself this. If someone built their entire career on catfishing millions of people, would you defend that? Because that's what this is. Mass catfishing.
Ban them.
At scale. For profit. And it isn't just that filters deceived us. It's that we wanted to be deceived. We chose the beautiful lie over the ordinary truth.
Yeah, they chose to do this. I know a lot of them are going to play the victim, but they chose to do this. And they took money off people pretending to be this person. Yep.
And maybe that's the real reason this ban cuts some of us so deeply. It's not taking away filters. It's taking away permission to live in denial. So, I've got a real question for you. If every filter disappeared from your phone right now, how would you feel?
Wouldn't care. Wouldn't care. I don't think you guys would either. But these people are literally committing fraud. They are. So it's got to go.
Relieved or terrified? If it's the second one, that's the problem they're trying to solve. Not the filter itself. The fact that you need it to feel worth looking at. An entire generation of women grew up believing their real faces weren't good enough. That pores were mistakes. That texture...
Well, 99.9% of people using these filters are women, right? Dudes just aren't doing this, really.
...was a flaw. That aging was something to hide, fix, and erase. We didn't just normalize filters. We made them feel mandatory. So if you made it this far, let me know, honestly. Would you support a filter ban? Comment
yes.
Either relieved or terrified. And if you want to go even deeper into why modern faces look so uncanny and what it's doing to women's mental health, check out my video about why nobody looks human anymore. I'll link it on screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Well, we're just resorting back to people looking human again. That's all it is. I don't see any problem with it. They've got thousands of pounds worth of makeup, thousands of pounds worth of plastic surgery, and they're still using filters. Make that make sense. How often do we go outside? I'm asking everyone this question. How often do you go outside and see a perfect person? I'm talking a perfect human being. Never happens, does it? Never happens. But online, you scroll and all of a sudden all these perfect people pop up because it's fake. And I find it funny how all these women say being fat is beautiful, but no one uses a fat filter, do they? I just realised that. Fake faces, fake personalities, all this stuff being banned, I'm happy. I'm really happy about it. Because it feels like now, when you go online, all these girls are starting to look the same. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels that way. But there's nothing unique about these women you see on the internet anymore. All these flipping models, these supermodels you see pop up. I feel like I'm just looking at the same person every time. Because they're saying the filters are being used to make them feel better. But it's not. It's making them feel worse. That's why they're using them. And the long-term effect of using those filters is damaging to women. So I'm on the side of banning it. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know.